Martha came from off the farm, ran right up, jumped in my arms. I said, you're coming home with me today. Martha, you're the sweetest girl, an angel sent down to this world. I love you more than words could ever say. Every day's a new beginning, life is just a game you're winning. Every time you look, an open door. So run right out, chase the sunlight, nothing left to do but do right. Martha, you're the one my heart beats for.
Welcome back to my office. I am glad you made it here today, and I'm especially glad because today is September 1st. And if you couldn't tell from my general vibe, autumn is my favorite season. And September, October, and November are my favorite months. This year, I am just so excited to slow down and to just not be so busy all the freaking time. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way this year, just extremely ready for cooler weather and slower days. And just like a cozy little atmosphere. I am not usually one to decorate for seasons, even though I think it's very cute. I just don't have a lot of decorations and I don't have like the money to spend on them. But I did go to TJ Maxx this morning and I picked up a few little autumnal items because why not, you know? So I got an apple pumpkin candle that smells so good, cinnamony and appley. I got these two little pairs of pajama shorts because I don't have any Halloween pajamas, and I got some kitchen towels. Nothing too exciting, nothing too crazy. While I will be trying to slow down throughout the whole season, today and this week I actually do have a good amount of work to get done. I have some shoots to edit and some photos to look through. I have some design work that popped up again recently, which is pretty nice, and I have a few commissions that I would love to finish this week, along with some personal art that I've been working on and just want to have completed. So this will be a short and sweet little studio vlog covering the next few days while I sit here and work. Thanks for coming. Okay, right now I am working on a commission. It is for my aunt, and it's just some little custom stickers and a bookmark for cast gifts for the play that she will be in this month. These I do need to finish this week. They are pretty close. I feel like I can have them done within the next couple of days, but I do need to work on them right now. Yeah, and I just figured I would chat a little bit. I said earlier that I was really wanting September, or like this season, to be really calm and slow. And I actually made a little mood board on Pinterest recently, specifically for this season, and I'll try and put it up on the screen. But it mostly includes like reading and baking, trying new recipes, going to the pumpkin patch, which I do every year, even if I don't get a pumpkin. I just love going to the orchards out here. We actually went yesterday and got like some fresh produce, garlic, tomatoes, plums. But I'm very excited for the Harvest Festival, which is starting like in just a couple weeks, I think, or maybe even like a week. So I'm just excited to go out and like spend some time at the orchards again in the cooler months. I would love to also do a little bedroom makeover and potentially rearrange the office. I know I just did a desk makeover but I feel like some things need to be moved around in here to make the room as a whole more functional rather than just my desk space. So yeah, I'm gonna work on my commission here. I might chat a little bit more, but that's it. One thing that I've been focusing on a lot recently is the fact that I lack a good routine in my life, like a daily routine. So one of my intentions for this season is to focus on creating at least like a set of habits for myself. It doesn't have to be the same time every day. It doesn't have to be like the same order or even necessarily all the same things every day. But as long as I have a few base tasks that help refresh my mind so that I'm ready for the next day, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think it's gonna be nice to have a few months that aren't really booked full. And I even have a few things that I'm hoping to get done this week. So there's a few things that I would like to prioritize this week. The first of which is making a fall TBR. I have several books that I'm in the process of that I've been reading for like months, and then I have a few that I really specifically want to read during this season. So I'd like to make a list, and I feel like if I work very long at it, it's going to become too overwhelming. But I'm going to see first what I'm in the middle of, and then see what I can add on from there. Because I don't want to like set my expectations too high, but it's also like if I don't read them all in fall, I can read them in the winter too. That part doesn't really matter. I also have like a general chore list just for the whole house that I have been compiling over the last few days, and it's all stuff that I would love to get done during like from now through like February. And I did a few of them today, so I feel like it's going to be pretty easy to knock things off the list during the fall and winter while I'm home a lot more. One of my biggest priorities for the colder months overall is just to make our home feel more organized and more decorated and cozy and clean. And just get rid of as much stuff as I can that I don't need or want. I made a goal for myself to read 20 books this year. But it just hit September 3rd, and I have only finished 11 books. I finished my 11th last night, and I am halfway to my goal, but the year only has 4 months left in it. So I've made a little fall TBR to try and help me reach my goal of 20 books. This is my physical fall TBR, and then I do have a little list on my phone of a few books that if I get through this stack, I'll either check them out from the library or look for a digital copy to read. But yeah, these 3 in this stack I've already started and just need to get through. The first one here is Daisy Jones and the Six. Everybody has heard of this book, I think. I'm borrowing this copy from my boss, so I would love to finish it soon so I can return it to her. I just don't love it. I don't know. It's not my favorite book ever. It's easy to read, obviously, but it doesn't really keep me interested for very long. The second one here is Wildwood by Colin Malloy. And this is a middle grade book that I checked out from the library months ago, and then I spilled an entire bottle of water on it. So I paid the library so that I can keep it and that I could replace 2 copies of this book. This one is super cute. It's really, really good. I just have sat it down and not picked it back up in a while. And I bet if I read it for 2 hours, I would finish it. Third one here is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I made the possibly silly decision to read the Throne of Glass series in between the ACOTAR books. So I read the first 3 of ACOTAR and then moved to this series, and I'm reading The Assassin's Blade right now. I am about halfway through. This one also just does not keep me interested for that long. I will read a few chapters and then put it down, and then I don't have the inkling to pick it back up for 2 more months. So I've been reading this all year, and I still have 200 pages left. But I'd love to finish it because I want to get back to ACOTAR, and I still have 5 books in between. So maybe I'll just read ACOTAR again instead. This little stack of books I have not started, but I've been saving them specifically to read during autumn. The first here is Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones. This is the sequel to Howl's Moving Castle, which I read, I think, earlier this year. And yeah, I'm excited to read this one because the first one was so cute and sweet. A lot, way different from the movie, if you've seen the movie. Second one here is Later by Stephen King. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble a few months back, and I've been saving it as well because I think it'll be a really quick read and it'll be a bit spooky. This is the one on my TBR that I'm most excited for, and I'm also sad because it's the final book in a series that I've loved. The series is called The Mirror Visitor. It's by Christelle Davos, and the book itself is called The Storm of Echoes. Highly recommend looking into this one if you like weird fantasy. I don't really know how else to describe it because it's nothing like anything I've ever read before. One of the books that I finished recently was called Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow, and this is by Jessica Townsend. It's a middle grade as well, and it was so good. I am going to check out the sequel to this book soon. Some reviews relate it kind of to Harry Potter. It's not at all like Harry Potter. I would also say there's maybe a little Mary Poppins, a little, I don't know, but it's really good. I don't know, I loved it, and I'm excited for the second one. So that is it for the physical TBR that I have here. If I happen to get through these and decide to read any other books, I might let you know in a future video. But I'm excited to get through all of those. I think they're all going to be pretty good reads. And yeah, today I will be going to my hairdresser around 11. We didn't get to style or take photos of my new color the last time I was with her because we just ran out of time. So I'm just going to do that really quick with her, drop off some books at the library, and come home and get to some editing and commission work.
Trained to be tame, nature gave a new name, source to nurture the world, ready, sing a new tune, weight of it all won't get me down.
I was debating going to a cafe this morning to do a little bit of work, but a few things have deterred me from that. The first being, I don't really feel like spending money today. The second, it is supposed to be like 95 again, and it's really smoky because there's some wildfires sort of nearby. So I feel like it's better if I stay inside, especially since I have to work a food truck event tonight that's going to be outside. Yeah, so I decided to stay home, and I've made a little single serve peach cobbler because I had a ton of fresh fruit in the fridge. And I also made a little London fog with homemade vanilla syrup, oat milk, and a like vanilla Earl Grey. So I haven't tasted it yet, but I assume it's going to be a little extra sweet, which sounds fine today. Yeah, I also, one of the things that has been bugging me lately is like the office behind my desk, like behind where you're sitting right now, has been pretty crowded, and things have just been piled up there because because there wasn't anywhere else to put them. So I started cleaning up that area this morning, and I decided that I might take another 10 minutes to finish what I started and then do a little bit of work sitting in my little armchair over here, just to kind of get away from the desk a little bit. And I feel like I prefer drawing with my iPad in my lap rather than on my desk. So I'm hoping that will help me get a little bit of my commission work done. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I'll get started on some arranging and organizing and tidying up this little space. Okay, I gotta eat. This afternoon when I get home, I have nothing else planned, so basically I'm hoping to finish previews for everybody that I've shot with recently who hasn't gotten any sneak peeks, which I think is like 7 or 8 shoots. So I'm going to be editing for like most of the afternoon and evening, as well as finishing commissions. That's kind of like first priority, and then editing will be after. Also, I picked up Assassin's Blade again within the last couple days, and I've read probably 100 more pages, so I have like a little over 100 left, I think. I don't know, I'm more into it now, I think, and I'm thinking like maybe the last couple hundred pages are where it kind of picks up, or like where it is more emotionally charged or something, because I've been into it the last couple days. But, I don't know, I was just feeling like it was so boring before.
Martha, my darling, your name I or squalor. Arthur, where